Welcome back. Cement brand Bangur Cement will donate more than 5 lakh kilos of cement as a part of its Vote Solid, Desh Solid campaign. The announcement came in this week and it also underscores the success of their campaign, which was aimed at encouraging citizens to vote in the 2024 general elections. As a part of the campaign, Bangur Cement had launched Vote Ka Vachan initiative, encouraging citizens of India to pledge their vote. For every pledge received, Bangur Cement committed to donate 1 kg of cement for social welfare purposes. Joining us to speak about this special initiative, we have Shushrut Pant, Head of Marketing, Bangur Cement. Shushrut, welcome to CNBC-TV18.
Thank you, Shubhani.
And what a wonderful initiative. We were just speaking and you're just back from Udaipur donating the first batch to a tribal village near the city of Udaipur. Tell us more about this and tell us more about the overall initiative.
Right. So as a cement brand, right, we naturally feel invested in the progress of the country, right? Our motto is solid ghar sirf Bangur. So during this election, we felt this was the perfect opportunity to take our message further and wider. And the real thought was that just like you make your home solid with Bangur, you can make our nation stronger with your vote. And that's where came the idea of Vote Solid, Desh Solid. And as part of this campaign, we wanted to involve the people of our country very directly. And we launched this initiative called Vote Ka Vachan, where we have on our own website and also in partnership with Network 18 on their website, we have a booth where people can go and take Vote Ka Vachan. And for every Vachan, we've promised to donate 1 kg cement for social welfare.
Sure.
Right? As of today morning, we've received 6.5 lakh pledges.
6.5 lakh pledges. Wow.
Online, right? We've connected to more than 60 million people on social media, and again, crores and crores of people through mass media.
Wonderful.
Yesterday was a very special day where Bangur kept its pledge in return of the pledge of the citizens. Right? And we made the first lot of donations in the villages of Onkar and Shishwi near Udaipur. The recipients were 11 tribal families who are now moving from mud houses to solid pakka houses with the Bangur cement that we provided to them. So yesterday we had these families, the panchayats, the villagers all aggregate in the village site and where our team went, and I personally was there, and we handed over the first lot of cement to them.
So overall, what has been your media strategy around this campaign?
Shubhani, our media strategy is simple: follow the consumer. Yeah. So our consumer profile, right, are the home builders, right, and typically these are males, right, 30 to 55 years old. Their top interests are news, movies, and sports, right, and we are following them over there, right. Our brand endorser is Mr. Sunny Deol, right, who brings a great image of solidity and trust. Right, and that also goes and connects with the movies interest that our consumers have. But the biggest genre that they consume is news, and with elections, the news consumption has gone through the roof. So we have a very intense participation in news. We have a very special content and media partnership with Network 18, as I said, but we are also present in all the other top news channels. We are present in the movie channels. So these are the two genres that we focused during the election season.
Sure.
But apart from that, of course, we have an interest, and we would soon be having presence in terms of sports as well.
So Shree Cement has gone through a significant brand revamp with Bangur as the master brand now. Tell us, what was the thought behind it and how was it implemented?
In January this year, we consolidated all our product offerings under the Bangur master brand. Our company name continues to be Shree Cement, so that remains our corporate identity. our customer-facing offerings are all under Bangur master brand.
Sure.
The purpose of doing this was to focus on one brand and make it a mega brand in the market. Shree Cement has been a very successful organization, right? And we've succeeded with the three-brand strategy. So this change was a very proactive step to unlock the next wave of growth through brand building. With one Bangur master brand, we have also retained a brand architecture where our previous brands are still available as different product offerings, all under the umbrella of the Bangur master brand. And I would say we've gone off to a big start. We've already had 2 mega campaigns after the Bangur master brand. We started with the Solid Ghar Sirf Bangur campaign, and then we followed it up with the Vote Solid, Desh Solid campaign. Like I said, we've got more than 60 million representative people following us on social media. We've got we've got our distribution into more than 50,000 outlets. So it's been a great start. In fact, in just the first couple of months, we are seeing very significant improvement in terms of our brand awareness and our brand consideration.
Great. And on that note, Shushruth, I'm curious to know what is the role of branding and marketing in a category like cement, which is so commoditized and industrialized?
Well, I had the same perception before I actually joined the cement industry. I have a lifetime of FMCG experience.
Yeah.
But when I joined cement, I found that to be a fascinating category.
Sure.
There are 3 big customer segments in cement. The biggest segment is what we call the independent home builder. People who build their own houses. People who invest their life savings into building their dream house themselves. Right? These are the majority of the Indians, just in tier 1, tier 2 cities. People tend to build their own houses. And this is actually the biggest segment. There are other segments like the industrial segment or the institutional segment. Government is also a big customer. But the biggest segment is the independent home builders. And for them, brand really matters. And it is this segment that we want to unlock. And therefore, brand building is required just like it is any category, because it is a human being who is putting trust in a product for a very high stakes activity of home building.
Yeah.
And that's why brand building is very essential and rewarding in this category. The other thing which happens is that if you build the brand for the independent home builder, that has a halo effect on the institutional sector and the public works sector. So that's why brand building is important. However, the way one needs to do brand building is very extensive.
Yeah.
It's not just
How different is it? Because, like if you see, and because you mentioned FMCG, of course, with something like milk, like all milk is the same. So that's where value addition and premiumization comes in FMCG. So how different is it for cement when it comes to brand building?
Similar as well as different, right?
Yeah.
How it is similar is that ultimately, a brand represents a proposition. A brand represents the benefit. What is it that it will do for the consumer, right? And like any category, even in cement, that question has to be answered, right? And so that's one. The second thing is that ultimately, like in any category, the consumer does not go and perform technical tests and evaluation the way a B2B customer does.
Yeah.
So for them, what's important is that they should be able to trust the brand emotionally. There should be positive word of mouth about the brand. Also, the brand should simplify what it stands for, right? It should simplify complexity for the consumer. So that's the part that is similar, to FMCG or any other category. Where I would say cement branding goes a lot more is in actually partnering with the consumer during their home building journey and hand-holding them and providing them services as well as interactive opportunities for decision making. Home building is a complex process. Usually when the home builder jumps into it, he does not have any idea how complex and sort of perseverant it's going to be.
Yeah.
And therefore, through our technical services, through our online initiatives, through our call centers, we make it easier for consumers to get to know more about cement and to be able to make the right decisions.
Great, great. We have seen that, over the past couple of years, how India is developing. There is tremendous potential for growth when it comes to infrastructure, in the country. And we have seen that, new like flyovers and bridges and coastal roads coming in cities like Mumbai. And overall in tier 2, tier 3 markets, even smaller towns and rural India, there is a lot of construction work that is happening. How is Shree Cement partaking in this potential for growth that India has seen?
I would say there are two aspects to it.
Sure.
One is the infrastructure that is led by public works, right? And so you see all the roads, railways, projects, and several other projects that are going on. And we are participant in that, right? As one of the top cement manufacturers in the country, we are supplying for those purposes. The second is the work that's happening at a small scale but a very wide scale, right? So all the private hospitals, schools that are made by individual parties that are facilitated through small contractors, Shree Cement is very, very active in that. We have our nose to the ground. We have a lot of these connections at the ground level through our network and through our channel. And that has been one of our historical strengths, to have very, very strong connections at the ground. And through these activities, we are also participating in infrastructure building. We've sort of called our brand purpose, for the progress as Build Smart, right? So our philosophy is Build Smart, which has sort of three parts to it. One is the spirit of the new Bharat, because Bharat's place in the world is to be a smart country, building smart cities.
Sure.
And therefore, we participate in that. Shree Cement also has a legacy of technological innovations. There are things that we've done to make great cement at great value. We also have some of the sort of great sustainability record. Like 56% of our energy is green energy. We are 6 times water positive. So through our smart manufacturing processes, we are also facilitating the development of the nation. And finally, through our products, we have great value equation for our customers. So all in all, our motto is Build Smart to help the nation progress and for us to progress with the nation.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Shivani. My pleasure.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time next week. See you soon.